Yeah, I thought it's gonna be Jawhead like going for the XP lane, and maybe they will try to pick another mage. But with this kind of lineup, I might say it's gonna be very hard for RRQ in the early phase because
Yeah,
either
very hard.
Tamus, Lancelot, Matilda, Jawhead, Cloud, it's all just gonna disturb all the movement coming from Team RRQ Hoshi with Eve, Ruby, Esmeralda, Clean, and also sun-shin. But we're just gonna witness it all inside of the game. This is the first game of Best of 3 series. Team RRQ Hoshi.
I gotta be honest.
ONIC Philippines. Yes?
I think I like ONIC Philippines' draft better here in game number 1. I feel like they can control the game, and we are ready to get into the land of Dawn. Vela, are you ready? Because the viewers are ready, the players are ready, and I am certainly ready. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1, RRQ Hoshi takes on ONIC Philippines for the battle of Indonesia and the Philippines.
Yeah. I might be agree with you with all of the drops that is having by ONIC Philippines with the Tamus. Tamus is going to be easily countering Esmeralda on the laning phase. But yeah, aside of that one, RRQ Hoshi, I think with the clean, if the clean in the first 5 minutes is not going to be disturbed, I think this is going to be the game for RRQ Hoshi.
Yeah, the Clint actually bullies the Claude really hard in lane, right? It's going to be really hard for the Claude to do any sort of just staying in the game is going to be really hard, but Vin actually dashes in front. Kyrie goes in for the puncture, is able to take the teddy bear away from RRQ Hoshi, as it is actually Albert making a little bit of a mishap. Already resetting that orange buff right here, as Kyrie has level 3, Albert is still at level 2.
Yeah, the Molten side coming from Thomas is actually disturbing Esmeralda a lot, and it's just like making him winning over the laning phase in bottom lane. But on the other hand, we see in the top lane of Cloud versus Clan, the way the Marquis holding his tag is just very good, and Jawhead is coming to the top lane right here. He's not taking it with the ejector, but what will happen? Soul Bloom, but no one's gonna be shut down in the top lane, even though the 3 members from Team ONIC Philippines need to go to the top lane.
Yeah, really good read right there by Vin, rotating to the top side of Marquis. He's got to be careful. Oh my god, the second ability just nearly catches Marquis right there, as the ejector will be used by BMO to get Beloyski back to the lane. It is going to be both teams just fighting for pressure, but the damage coming in, it's going to be a lot of it. Actually, Albert gets picked off as R7 tries to help him. It is going to be the first blood picked up by ONIC-PH.
Yeah, what a really nice first blood coming from ONIC Philippines here towards especially the jungler of Team RRQ Hoshi, Albert right there. It's gonna be very hard for 2 marksmen to split up all of the resource inside of the Land of Dawn. So maybe right here, RRQ really need to take the moment, like slower pace rather than ONIC Philippines in this game because of the draft that they have. But R7 is the one that they really need to rely on, because R7 and also Finn here is going to be the one who is controlling all of the movement coming from ONIC Philippines.
Absolutely, with the turtle now started up by Kyrie, they're looking for it, but Kyrie doesn't have the purple buff, so it is actually a good moment for the side of RRQ if they want to go for the contest, but unfortunately, it is going to be Kyrie just picking it up for nothing right now, as it's going to be Kyrie going in for a lot of damage, circling Eagle as well for the follow-up, and that's going to be Finn picked up out of the map, the turtle and the kill going to the side of ONIC right now, but Albert, he's looking for a kill onto BMO, who is waiting in the bush. The second ability has been charged, and it's going to be Skylar going in to finish him off. 1 for the price of 2.
Yeah, but it's still not really good for Team RRQ Hoshi because they are losing the turtle in the bottom lane, but look at that one, Psycho. It's almost been and the Throne Rose is just so painful coming from Lancelot. He's been shut down in the mid lane.
The damage is just insane from Kyrie, and this is what we expect from him, right? The snowball potential from this hero is going to be huge. ONIC Esports, I mean ONIC Philippines right here, they are a very objective-centered team. They want to go for the objective team fights, and for now, they're actually able to kite and pick off all the other RRQ members all across the board. But remember, RRQ, they do have a late-game composition now with Marky going in. It's going to be BMO looking for the dive, but the second ability will be able to connect, and Vin, unfortunately, will not be able to get that. I'm offended as Kyrie rotates to the top side, trying to go for the gold buff. Mountain Shocker will spot them all on the map though.
Yeah, but Skylar is not being able to be shut down by Team ONIC Philippines. So far, he's been really helped by the rest of Team RRQ Hoshi. And if they are not able to shut down Skylar, I might say that it's gonna be a very big bomb for Team RRQ Hoshi, because they are gonna have a very big damage coming from Clan. Clan is just very painful with the penetration damage that he have. So ONIC Philippines, they really need to take care of that one. Maybe a little more into the gold lane rather than going to the R7 because he's the one the targeting in the bottom lane.
Yeah, look at that. Phantom Execution being used. The Thorn Rose will come through as well, but R7 still way too tanky, way too sustainable as there is another fight going on the top side. It's going to be Skylar actually almost taking Marquee down, but he will finish up the DHS. He's going to miss a whole minion wave though for that play, and that might just be RRQ taking the lead in that top side, getting the pressure back, but with Kyrie coming back to the mid lane, it is going to be super, super hard. ONIC, they want to take everything from RRQ Hoshi, not leaving them with a single resource left. The orange buff will be taken away right there, actually resetted as ONIC Philippines will look to take this turtle. Sun-shin has nowhere to go. It's going to be a lot of damage. Bullet and guess going to be I'm Offended used onto Bloisky. No damage just yet as that's going to be the damage coming from ONIC Philippines. Phantom Execution to the front side and that's going to be a lot of damage coming in to get the trade. 1-for-1. Marquee traded in for the roamer. It is worth it for RRQ Hoshi and Skylar. He's looking for more. It's going to be the Circle Eagle coming in, but RRQ, Skylar gets the double kill for their team.
Yeah, double kill and might be triple kill because Vimo is still there. He's gonna chase for that one. Throne Row still being opened by Carry, but Carry is still able to go back. And there is no one that chasing over Skylar. They really need to target Skylar. If not, he's just gonna be freely hitting the rest of Team ONIC Philippines. And Albert, he's having War Aches right now. He needs to scale the damage coming from sun-shin itself. I think he still needs a couple of minutes to try to get another item. He really need, in my opinion, he really need more damage item, such as maybe Blade of Despair or maybe like Endless Battle to much more sustain it as well.
Agree. I agree with you 100% right there. He only has the War Axe completed, but look at Skylar. He has that Endless Battle and he's working on maybe for the Wind of Nature or the DHS. It really depends. If he wants to go for something more defensive, going against Marquee and Kyrie on the Lancelot and Claude, it is going to be very good go for the Wind of Nature, but it's going to be Bimo burst it down instantly. I'm afraid to be used onto Bloisky. Circle Eagle now to go for the re-engage onto Skylar, but the damage is not going to be there. RRQ picks up 2 kills for the price of 0 right now as Kyrie is going to be the only one left in that mid lane. Marquee though is going to make his way to the mid lane. Marquee is going to look for the Blaze to all the way to the backside. A lot of damage has been placed as Kyrie gets stunned up, but look at the damage. Glarsky comes in for the follow-up, but R7 will be able to get the falling side moon onto 2. It's going to be Kyrie shut down by the roamer, and Glarsky is going to be forced to back away as Sun-shin gets the turret in the top side.
I think this is going to be a very, very expensive pickups coming from our
huge
both of the sides. RQ lost Skylar, while for ONIC Philippines lost Carry, but there is a very good movement coming from ONIC Philippines to choose over Skylar because he's the main problem coming all of the war that's happening. But look at that one. Babysky is still able to dodge all of the movement coming from RRQ. This is the moment for them to try to take over the objective. Gaming Turtle is still there, but look at the movement coming from Tamus. They are going to the top lane. It's gonna be 5 of them facing each other, but Turtle still being able to take by Skylar.
Yeah, Skylar actually surprisingly was the one who took that in. Now Vin looking for the engage, maybe looking for a pick-off against Larsky. Everyone moving forward, but it seems like the turret is just going to be the focus for now. Larsky actually makes a very aggressive movement, but again, the turret will be taken. ONIC Philippines though trying to look for the trade on the top side and will be able to get it done. Alright, but wait a minute. Albert in the 1v1 against Kyrie. Thorn Rose unable to hit, but the real world manipulation will catch Kyrie off guard. He's waiting in the bush and no one notices. Big brain play by Kyrie as in the top side. The Unstoppable Force has been used. Vin is going to be the target right now, but he still manages to survive. No, I'm afraid of just yet as he's going to be slain, but only by Bloisky. R7 goes in for the clear. Marquee can't do anything left, but that's going to be ONIC Philippines picking another 1-for-0 trade on the board. Still a very close game for now, but Skylar now going in for the 1v1 against Bloisky, but oh my god, Kyrie just keeps on going. Oh my god, R7 goes in for the damage. Albert picks up Marquee, and the damage will continue as Bloisky will be able to go for a 1-for-1 trade. R7 just goes for the clear right now, and it is going to be a fair trade on the board, 1-for-1. Although, actually, ONIC Philippines got it, two kills.
Yeah, but it's a very risky movement coming from Team RRQ Hoshi with R7 in his whole lane. Suppose that he is not controlling the movement to that lane, because if he is going there and being shut down, it's going to be a huge loss coming for Team RRQ Hoshi. But yeah, it's 9-7 in the first 8 minutes, and so far the movement from both of the sides is very aggressive. And if you can see from Marquee, he have the Demon Hunter Sword and also Golden Staff. This is the 2 major items for Cloud, and he finishes votes. It means that he is gonna be able to try to take all of the jungle inside of the line of them along with the stacks. He will able to stay on the very good stacks for the Art of Thievery.
Absolutely, but one thing we do need to take note on as well, Skylar has finished his Wind of Nature against the Lancelot, against the Claw. That's going to nullify a lot of damage, and now ONIC Philippines, they're going for their split, the banana split composition right here for ONIC Philippines, splitting up the map, trying to get the objectives, isolating every single member right here as Marky will be able to do a little bit more damage onto the tier 2 turret, but another fight ensues here in the mid lane. Vin unable to get anything done right here as the I'm Offended is still ready for him. R7 has used a Falling Star Moon, and that's going to be Albert also popping into Mountain Shocker to get some vision right before we see it. Lord has been chunked a little bit, but RRQ will choose to back away. They don't want to risk anything for now. They're looking for the fight, but they need a proper engage. Without it, it is actually going to be the Little Wanderer secured by the side of ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, but the Tamus right here is he's just going to do the split push again and again, just what like Mirko have mentioned. The banana split is just being done by ONIC Philippines, and so far they're being holding RRQ Hoshi's movement. They are not even able to cross the river.
Yeah, not even being able to cross the river as the Mountain Shocker will spot everyone here on the map. They know everyone's position as they are going to go for the contest. ONIC Philippines will just go for the Lord of Vin. Oh my god! Super insane reactions there by Marky to get out with the Battle Mirror image. Vin has used an ultimate and a flicker. Without that, two of those expensive resources have been spent before the Lord even starts.
Yeah, two very important. But look at that one. Unstoppable Force to the front, Circling Eagle as well. But Vin, is he gonna be down? Throne Rose and bye-bye Vin. This is the time for ONIC Philippines to try to poke over the Lord and maybe taking it.
This is very, very scary. RRQ Hoshi, they don't want to give in. They want to start contesting this, but ONIC Philippines, they have the numbers advantage. Sure, they have used two ultimates for Vin, but is this going to be a smart move? Beloyski goes in for Circling Eagle onto Skylar, brings someone back, and the Lord is going to be slain. Skylar now does a lot of damage, and that's going to be Beloyski, force a flicker away. It's going to be ONIC going in, and RRQ will be able to pick one off on the board. It is going to be a 1-for-0 right now, as the Lord has been picked up by ONIC Philippines. A very good call to disengage from that fight. They got the Lord. They don't need to go for fights. All they need to do is play with that Lord.
I think like RRQ Hoshi is supposed to try to fight over the Lord Pit. You know, when we see the real world manipulation and also the falling Simon coming from Team RRQ Hoshi, the rest of Team ONIC Philippines is like, I need to go away. I need to disengage from this one.
Yeah.
They are supposed to all in for that one. I think they're gonna win over it because the damage that is coming from Eve and also the falling Simon coming from R7 is enough to destroy all of the movement coming from ONIC Philippines. But yeah, the Lord is now coming to the ONIC Philippines, and they are just need to cut it off in the top lane and maybe try to handle all the movement of the wave minion.
Oh, that's a scary shot. BMO going in for the damage, but I'm Offended will be able to bring him back to the turret. It is going to be the Lord taken down right now as ONIC Philippines have just struggled to get the turret, but they're looking for more right now. The Blazing do it all the way to the backside. Wind Nature has been popped. Look at the damage coming in. It's going to be Vin poking very, very low, but Skylar will be the victim of that fight. R7 now trying to relocate, trying to reposition to get an engage down. Kyrie has used a Thorn Rose. It is going to be them. This is the point for ONIC Philippines where they need to be able to get more objectives on the board. Maybe even turning on the gold lead. They've already gotten a 2,000 gold lead for now. ONIC Philippines, 1,500, my bad, as the Mountain Chakra will, again, get the position of every single member. Larsky will dive into the tier 2, but they don't want to over-engage. They just want to go and defend. They know that they have the late game. All they need to do is cover up and weather the storm of ONIC Philippines as they are looking for the engage. It's going to be BMO looking for the damage, but it's going to be I'm going to connect on the 2. A lot of damage has put Falling Star Moon. R7 goes into 3 members, and RRQ will wipe the house. It's going to be a lot of damage placed in RRQ. They're ferocious. They want to look for more. R7 catches on onto BMO. Skylar coming with the damage will be able to slay him, and that is a 4-for-1 Villa.
4-for-1, and R7 still once more. He's just gonna search where is the position of Carry. Carry, where are you going? Psycho is there as well. Point Crystal is not there. Thankfully, Carry is still able to go back a little bit to the base of ONIC Philippines, but the rest of the wave minion is gonna be turning back to the ONIC Philippines. Look at that one in the bottom lane, in the mid lane. They're gonna be able to take at least 2 turrets, in my opinion, because the movement that been done by ONIC Philippines, they are not calculating it right, in my opinion, because the Falling Star Moon that is coming from R7 is just like 4 members.
Yeah.
Inside of the Falling Star Moon. You need also to remember that is the one of the biggest area of evac coming from the Eve, because Eve is the one of the very good hero. But yeah, we can see the replay here. You look at that one, it's like 3 to 4 people Falling Star Moon. And it's just like Skylar doing all of the damage given by the clan is just so huge. Even Bimo, he's trying to do the flicker, but he forgot the Cyclone Eye inside of that part. He's supposed to step on the Cyclone Eye first and then flicker.
Absolutely, it was a brilliant re-engage from the side of R7, right? Blarski went in, actually targeted the right person, but Bimo now goes in for the engage. It is going to be the concealed pop, but Vin goes in for I'm Offended, instantly canceling that engage out as Beloyski tries to open up the map again. But yes, getting back to that point, right, where, again, ONIC Philippines, they had a really good engage. Blarski was able to actually catch Albert off guard, but with R7 rooting 3 members and getting the damage done, they just had nowhere to go, and RRQ were able to just completely turn the tides back to their favor.
Yeah, and they're just gonna wait for the second Lord inside of the Land of Dawn, and this is still might be game for ONIC Philippines and also RRQ Hoshi. We still don't know who is gonna be the one who take this camp, but both of this, very close game. But this is coming to the late game. We know that the power of 2 marksmen inside of the late game is just like
huge.
Crazy.
It's crazy, it's huge, you can call it whatever you want, but it is definitely a very, very scary thing to go against, especially for ONIC Philippines. Their composition, they need to go for that snowball from the early game. They had it for a while, but RRQ, that's what we mentioned back in MPL Indonesia, right? They are so good at finding these crazy team fights, and that is why the sun-shin is so strong in the late game. The Mountain Shocker is able to give that information away, but it seems like RRQ, they're not even looking for the contest right now. Is this going to be the Lord taken away by the side of ONIC Philippines? RRQ have nowhere to go. It's going to be Bimo actually stunned up, Falling Star Moon connecting onto no one, and this might be bad for the side of RRQ. They've wasted all of their ultimates, and ONIC Philippines, they're the ones who secure the objectives.
Yeah, they don't want to fight without R7 on their hands, but I think they're supposed to start it. Like maybe Robbie jumping in with the I am a Vendetta and also I am good. I think that is enough to stop the rest of Team ONIC Philippines to chase over the Lord. If they're doing that, maybe they can buy some time for R7 to join the fight and maybe even getting some more kills by Falling Star Moon to close it all, but they're not doing it. And now the Lord is coming to the bottom lane, and I think it's going to be very hard for the rest of Team RRQ Hoshi to clean it up.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, RRQ, oh my god, wait a minute, Ensemble Force is going to be brought back all the way to the base. A lot of damage has been placed. The Guiding Wind will be able to give him a little bit of a route to escape right here as R7 goes in for the Falling Star Moon on the 2 members. A lot of damage has been placed on him, but it is going to be Marquis actually using that Blaze. No, actually, he still has the Blaze in Duet, so it is still a very good movement. That's going to be Vin using I'm Offended onto Blarski, zoning all the members away, and the defense of RRQ Hoshi is impenetrable. Beloyski now getting caught damage. Oh my god! Beloyski makes one mistake and instantly gets taken down. Albert goes in for 1v1 and the solo kill. The baby alien shines through in game number 1.
Oh my god, what a really good traceless that has been done by Albert. If he's not doing that, it's not gonna be like Marky being shut down by him.
Beautiful.
And that is very beautiful. And now the turrets, they need to be careful. ONIC Philippines, are you be able to hold all of the damage coming from RRQ Hoshi? Yeah, they just gonna be like poking a bit into the inhibitor in the bottom lane, but look at that one, the movement coming from Esmeralda. R7 bringing all of the minions towards ONIC Philippines.
13 seconds on the death timers. Marky is 7 seconds. He has 7 seconds to respawn right here, but instantly RRQ, they've turned the tides. 2.4 thousand gold picked up, and Albert is already, he has hit that power spike. As you can see, the focus is all on Albert right now with the endless battle, the BOD, probably even the Malefic Roar going and coming into his items very soon. He is the guy with the most gold in this game, so you can kind of say, yeah, there you go, the damage dealt as well. It is just the 3 RRQ members, not even just the 2 marksmen, but even R7, Bella.
Yes, and also Albert making over Wind of Nature. We know that actually Wind of Nature is one of the it's not a very good item anymore for Sun-shin, but he's still gonna be taking it for 0.2 seconds damage coming from ONIC Philippines. But look at that one, initiation coming to the top lane, but it's not gonna be very easy. We know that Lancelot in this second, in this minute, is already fall off.
So hard.
Yeah. And whenever he want to dive in, remember, there is still Ruby, there is still Esmeralda who is gonna stopping him.
there's so much cover from the side of RRQ Hoshi. They have a lot of PL heroes, like even like R7. Sure, Esmeralda, it is a very good hero for the dive, but it's actually really good as well for the cover, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly what we saw from the previous fight. Whenever ONIC Philippines wants to go for the dive, R7, all he needs to do is get the Falling Star Moon onto just even one member is going to be enough, right? And there you go. Falling Star Moon is not going to be able to connect right now, but he does so much damage as Beloyski has been taken a half HP. Vin now going in for the I'm Offended. Larsky will be able to dance around and get away from that, but 27 seconds left for this Lord. RRQ Hoshi, they're confident with the map pressure that they have, with the items that has been completed by both of those marksmen. Look at it. They have full items for now. Same thing goes for Marky, but I can kind of say that, sure, Marky does damage, but with the CC that we have from RRQ, when he dives, he hasn't been able to utilize that damage.
Yeah, and the respect coming for Esmeralda with two items for all Dominance Eyes, one Sea Halberd and one Necklace of Durance. How many? Like 4 members all respecting towards Esmeralda, which is gonna be very crazy. Esmeralda and also Ruby, because the lifestyle that they got is just like super huge, along with the Oracle and also Holy Crystal on their hand of R7. He's just blowing things up inside of the Land of Dawn. He's just not scared. Even going to the ambush, he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna pass this one and try to search every information that I could get from Team ONIC Philippines.
Absolutely. ONIC Philippines, though, they are relentless. They don't want to give it out just like that. Kyrie is gonna get stunned up and the damage coming in. Albert going in for the damage, and Kyrie is gonna get taken down. Immortality hasn't popped, but Kyrie is gonna be the first one to fall. Winner trying to be used, but he's gonna get taken down in the end. A lot of damage has to play. And look at Marky. He goes in for Blazing Duet, trying to save the game for his team, but RRQ, they're getting the kills all across the board. BMO's next on the chopping block. The baby alien will find 2. He's kiting away, but Lorsky will be able to take him down. Now with Albert taken down, it's going to be Marky trying to burst the enemy down, but R7 is going to be the one trying to go and win the game for RRQ. Marky's relentless again. Immortality is still ready for Vin. R7 goes back in. Balmond is going to be there for Marky, but he's going to get stunned up, and he's going to be taken down. 4 for the price of 3. Lorsky is the only member left standing. He has to be able to cancel the minion waves, because R7, he's just going to keep on pushing in. Right now with Vin recalling, he's going to try to cancel the recalls, but man, that was a beautiful fight by both teams. ONIC Philippines showing that even in the late game, we can still win these team fights.
How patient RRQ Hoshi are. I don't know, like they are just like the back and forth that they have tried to do, the buying time that R7 gives for Fiend to be able to survive this one is just so good. And they are now shutting down 4 people, 4 member of ONIC Philippines. It's just a huge number coming from ONIC RRQ Hoshi. But look at that one, Fiend.
Circle Eagle being used onto Vin. A lot of damage has to place. No, I'm afraid just yet. It's going to be the Roamer taken down. And RRQ, just before the Lord, have lost their Roamer. Now Larsky is going to be in mid-serve. Everything Feather Air. Falling Star Moon will be able to connect onto Larsky, but that is not the right target. Did you see the micro plays that came through from Kyrie in the previous fight? He died. His immortality was popped instantly. He sold it, and he bought the winner's truncheon. He was able to buy so much time, and that was the reason ONIC Philippines were able to make it close, right? And just like that, with that one moment from Kyrie, they're able to shift the tides again. RRQ Hoshi are in the back foot. They need to be able to look for some team fights here, but with ONIC Philippines catching the Roamer off guard before the Lord even spawns, it is going to be ONIC Philippines taking another uncontested Lord, the 3rd uncontested Lord.
Oh my god. Is this only like quarter what?
Yeah.
Or this is grand final already?
We're not even in the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah,
we're not even in the quarterfinals, but it feels like it is in the grand finals.
Yeah,
ONIC Philippines
the
back
quality,
and forth.
quality of the game.
So dead even.
Yeah. It's just so crazy. Look how is the game. It's not 22 minutes, but it's been like 40 or 50 minutes.
It seems so, yeah. With the action going on in the in the game, it doesn't feel like it is a 22-minute game. I do agree with that. Now with the enhanced Lord spawning though, ONIC Philippines, they have all the resources in the world. What they need to do right now is stay disciplined, but without the immortality, right? Remember, ONIC Philippines, they were able to win the last fight, but they had 4 immortalities. Now without immortalities,
it's only 1 on the Skylar, but aside of that one, it's going to be very hard. Yes, they have the real world manipulation coming from Eve to disturb all the rest of Team ONIC Philippines, but it's not going to be that easy. Lord, the bottom lane, I think the rest of the inhibitor turret is gonna be taken by ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, 2 inhibitor turrets already down right here as Albert goes in, and some retributions right there, but BMO is going to look for the engage. Instantly going to back away, disengaging, but it is still RRQ Hoshi defending. 2 inhibitor turrets for the price of nothing right now. RRQ, they're not looking for trades, they're just going in for the full defense, but they're splitting it up. ONIC goes in, and that's going to be Vin brought back to his team, but not the right target as Vin has a lot of damage, can take a lot of damage. R7 will be able to zone him away. BMO gets Chang'e really low, as the Mountain Chakra will be able to reveal everyone on the map. RRQ Hoshi might be looking for a re-engage, but again, ONIC Philippines need to play it very disciplinedly. Maybe a little bit of a mistake here, as they're all going to dive in. Blazing away will be able to catch R7 right there, but Phantom Execution right there to the backside. It's going to be the winner, sun-shin coming in. The immortality has been bought, and Kyrie, once again, will be able to save the game for a little bit, but Albert goes in for the double kill. He's looking for the triple kill and chasing Blarsky down. One more hit should do it, but Blarsky still manages to survive. Winner sun-shin being popped, but Albert is relentless. The triple kill picked up for RRQ's baby alien, and they're looking for the game. A 3-for-0, all the odds stacked against them. This is where they find their comfort.
And BMO, you're not going anywhere. Well, R7 is going to the bottom lane chasing you out, but Psycho able to shut Marky down, and the base, here we go.
Oh.
The first game for RRQ Hoshi for the match is just so crazy. A lot of back and forth happened inside of